This is the most difficult floor indoors. From going through 1,000 rooms to escaping 3 of the hardest entities in the entire game. The developers have done it all just to make you fail. And because of this, I wanted to see how hard it really is to achieve. How did it go? What? 402. 402. Wow. So I'm going to do whatever it takes to complete this and prove the developers wrong. And if I fail, I have to give away 10,000 Robux to one of you guys. I started up my stream and soon enough I was ready to go. If you don't know, Doors is a horror game where you're spawned in a place full of many different rooms, and your aim is to get through all of them and escape. But in between rooms, there are many different entities trying to stop you from doing so, which is what makes it even harder. Now the rooms is a floor found within the hotel, and it contains a very rare badge, and in order to get it, you must survive 3 of the hardest entities whilst going through 1,000 rooms, which is what makes it one of the hardest floor indoors. So when I saw it for the first time, I was confused.
Well, what is that? What is this?
I went through the first door and that's when the challenge started. I knew this was going to be difficult because this is notorious for being extremely hard. Luckily, in the hotel you can find an item called a crucifix, which can take down almost any entity indoors. So my strategy was to take this item to the rooms and use it against the 3 entities there. So I had nothing to worry about. Or so I thought, because I would later find out that this strategy was absolutely useless. And you'll see why in a bit.
It's easy so far. It's been pretty easy so far. It's been pretty easy.
I was exploring things.
But these lockers don't work. It's only these ones. What? Wait, can you hide in the fridge? Oh my god, you can.
And then the first entity came.
What's coming? So that's like Rush.
And then it came again. And again. And again. And then it came again, but this time something terrible happened. So eventually...
Wait. What? No. A-90.
This made me realize how time consuming this is, because it took me 45 minutes just to get to door 180, and that is including the hotel at the start. So if I wanted to complete this, I had to focus up, which is why I decided to practice before I went into the next game.
Let's go.
I went straight through the first door without wasting any time, and to be honest, this round started off pretty good. I was speed running through doors.
How long would it take? It took me an hour to get to door. Oh, it's gonna take me like 5 hours.
Escaping entities. And making more progress than I did before.
200. We got 800 more doors. How much my live stream cost? Depending on the network and the Wi-Fi and the setup and the laptop. Okay, we're good.
I also discovered way more information as well.
So there's no hide. I can hide for as long as I want.
And then I messed up.
Ow! What? No, does it not work? No. 402. 402. Nah.
After that, I felt pretty tired, so I decided to end my stream and try again the next day. Since my crucifix strategy didn't really work out, I had to make up a new one. You see, every time A-90 attacks, it takes away 90% of your health. And in the hotel, you can find these special smoothies that can give you loads of heals. So if A-90 attacks, I can simply drink up a smoothie and be completely fine. So with this in mind, I was speed running through doors. And then I realized something. You see, on day 1 I said,
So there's no hide. I can hide for as long as I want.
well, someone gave me the genius idea to relax in a locker after every exit. You see, hide is an entity that attacks you if you stay in a locker for too long. However, this entity is only seen in the hotel and the mines. This means I can stay in a locker for as long as I want without taking any damage. So I had nothing to worry about. I thought I had figured everything out. However, there were still so many problems along the way. After going through many doors, the first entity came. I got used to this very quickly because I was escaping entities left, right and center.
I almost died right there.
I actually had a pretty good strategy.
Time to relax. I'm gonna go get some water and then I'll be right back. Just so you know, I'm opening a credit card, so you know, I'm like AFK. Oh my god. I'm feeling so tired already.
Keep this in mind because this is one of the main problems that interfered with me escaping.
Only 600 doors to go.
Even though I was speedrunning through doors, I still had 3/4 of the way to go. But at this point, I was very exhausted, which led to my third attempt. Fail. No. Believe it or not, this death made me realize a massive issue. You see, the room I died in wasn't any ordinary room. Here, you can find an exit that can take you back to the hotel. But it's not that simple because the developers decided to add a small twist. In this exit room, there are no lockers anywhere. So if an entity spawns, your chances of survival are pretty much 0 because that's exactly what happened to me. Later on, however, I do find a way around this, but you will have to wait for that. For now, I jumped into the second game. Little did I know, this was gonna turn out to be a massive disaster. And for starters, I already felt defeated, but I decided to try and focus anyways. In this floor, you are doing the exact same thing over and over again, which eventually leads to boredom, which was the position I was at this point.
I really want to win this one. Because I don't want to do this again.
And then I started to have some slip-ups.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. I messed up there.
After all that happened, I looked at the time and I saw that it was 5 AM in the morning. I played for 4 hours straight, but apparently no progress was made. So on that note, I decided to end the stream. I severely underestimated this challenge. I thought it would be over within a couple of days, but I'm still here. So who knows how long the challenge will actually take. I'm really inclined to quit this. The thought of all my attempts, all my failures, and all my Robux. Why should I give up now, when we have come this far into the challenge and have so much more to achieve? So with that being said, I kept going.
There's one thing I'm worried about. Every time there's an exit in the next door, something always spawns and there's never lockers in that door, in that room.
So my mission now was to find a solution to this problem. Corner. In this room, there is one place where entities will not kill, and that is this corner right here. So if an entity is chasing me, I can just run into this corner and not be affected.
Halfway there, baby. Let's go.
With much more motivation, I kept hitting milestones.
600. 700.
But after getting my way to door 791, this happened. This was the moment where I realized I failed yet again. I was miserable, demotivated and despondent. I mean, what did I expect when this is literally one of the hardest floor indoors? Maybe some things just aren't meant to be beaten. Every time I thought I was getting somewhere, I failed.
How much my live stream cost? Depending on the net. What? No, does it not work?
So at this point, I was willing to give up. After all, I already failed more times than I could count. Even though I failed countless times, something deep inside me still thought I had a chance. Between the frustration, the fear, and the endless retries, a small part of me refused to give up. And as we know, 10,000 Robux is a lot of money, around 125 real life dollars. So after considering this, I decided to give it one last try on the next day. But if I fail this time, all of this is just a waste. When I started my stream, I already had an exciting attitude. Maybe because I started the stream way earlier than all my other ones. Yeah, I should have changed that before. Anyways, I sped up my way into the rooms, and then it began. The aims of all my other attempts were to escape this floor. But this attempt was different because it wasn't just about escaping the rooms anymore. It was about proving to myself and to everyone watching that even when the odds are impossible, you can still find a way out. Instead of speedrunning through doors, I decided to take it slow.
I'm feeling more calm because it's morning.
This attempt was pretty chill. I was talking to viewers, reacting to videos, all while hitting milestones. Not bad considering day one when I didn't know anything.
What is that?
And here we are, halfway through the rooms.
Halfway. 700. Now we have 200 more doors to go. Wait. No way. No way. No way. Yes!
Well, there's no turning back now.
Yes!
As I was getting closer and closer to victory, I was remembering everything. This is the most difficult floor indoors.
What is that? But these lockers don't work. It's only these ones. Wait, what? What?
And now, the final stretch.
100. Lock in. No, does it not work? Depending on the network and the Wi-Fi. 402. 402. We've done it!